What's up, fellas? I missed like a shit ton of days. I'm quite aware. I'm really trying to like nail this down as like a habit, but I just had like, I want to say it was a busy week, but it wasn't really that busy. I mean, it was, but I also I'm not going to give myself excuses for not doing these videos because I know that well within my own time I could have, and I did have like 2 videos between the time of this and the last that I recorded, and one of them like stopped like 12 minutes in because I didn't have enough room on my phone and I got mad and didn't redo it. And the other I did fully and then just didn't upload it because I fell asleep. But here we are now. This one's definitely going up. Okay. But I did have a pretty eventful weekend. It was my friend's birthday. I was out Thursday with a friend from out of town who was in town, so I had to go out and hang out with them. And then because of how long a night Thursday was, Friday I was incredibly hungover and didn't leave the house after work. I barely made it through work. And then Saturday, me and my friend who was a birthday we went out bowling with a group of people, had dinner, and then we went out to the bars later. And here we are on Sunday. I just pretty much used today as my actual off day in terms of just being lazy. I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, which is leading me into the list that I want to discuss for today. But I want to just scan my head real quick and think there's nothing else I want to talk about before I go into the list. Which, yes, Rosalia and Charlie XCX dropped shit this weekend, with Blade and Echo 2K dropping a project on Thursday, so musically, I have been eating pretty fucking well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Yes, because I've been playing a lot of Ultra Moon and getting back more into Shining Pearl because of the new mythical events been going on lately with Shaman and Arceus, and then next month is going to be Darkrai. So I had to just go and catch up in the game to where I'd be able to actually hit all these events correctly, which just got me really into more Pokemon lately and thinking about, I wanted to go through my top 8 generations, which is also a relevant topic with Gen 9 on the horizon, as it would seem. At this point, that's what we gather from Scarlet and Violet, is that it's going to be a full-on Gen 9. So I want to go through my 8 favorite of the regions with giving some reasons for why each is placed where it was. But a few disclaimers before I start. What I'm judging on is mainly my favoritism and like experiences with all the games, but also things like the gimmicks that were introduced in each game, how the games, each of them, updated the franchise, and the Pokemon within each region, and just what they brought to the table in terms of gameplay, graphics, story, all of that. So, but it's also just my own opinion. And the only other thing I had to say about it was understand that I love all 8 generations, and that even my number 8, obviously people are gonna fucking disagree and have problem with it, but even number 8 I hold dear to my heart and love. So there is no hate against anything on this list. I'm just ranking my favorites. So number 8 has to be Alola. Like I said, I've been playing through Ultra Moon right now. I beat Moon. Just not a whole lot to say in terms of what made it special to me. I like a lot of the Pokemon. I really like the character designs, and I find it cool the whole island hopping thing. But there's just a few things that just like don't hold it close to the rest for me. Like while I did think the island trials and kahunas and everything was a cool idea that they want to do something other than gym leaders. I just like a lot of it wasn't very memorable to me. But one of the best things about this region, I would say, was the introduction of regional variant. Obviously, just a cool fucking idea to see past Pokemon redone. But the Z moves, I was not a big fan at all. And then also just, I think in terms of one of the games, the updated games where they make the remake to just kind of give it a 2.0 version, I think Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun were some of the weaker versions of that. Number 7, I'm going with Kalos. I'm a big Kalos fan. I love Mega Evolutions. I thought the gym leaders had a bit more memorability than the Alola gym leaders. I thought the Pokédex for its small size was pretty good. But I mean, the graphics and everything weren't all that. But at the same time, it was the first venture into 3D for Pokemon, so I give it credit for that. It just overall, it did what it needed to do in terms of graphics, Pokemon, gym leaders, and it added something new that was actually super dope within Mega Evolutions. But other than that, I just don't think it checked that many other boxes. I think it might be one of my least favorite champions of all time after the Elite Four, and just the legendaries in the game, while I do like them, they just they weren't anything worth putting higher than this spot to me. Number 6, I'm going with Galar, whatever you want to say. Sword and Shield though. When I first played this game, the just normal playthrough, it probably would have been like tied for Alola on my list. But with the addition of the DLC, it like became one of my favorite games on the Switch. Just adding so much more to do and like so much more motivation to complete the Pokédex and whatnot. I think it's a fucking fantastic first original region on a new system. And the Pokédex is good. They keep it up with great regional forms. A lot of memorable characters. I like Leon as a champion. And while I thought the Elite Four being turned into a championship was a little lame, I still had a great time playing it. It was just the idea I thought was a little silly. And Dynamax battles, while they don't come anywhere close to Mega Evolutions as a gimmick, I like them a lot better than Z moves. So that's that. Sinnoh at number 5, which probably a ton of people would give me heat for that. But one thing I have to say is, like, I didn't grow up playing Sinnoh. Like, I got Platinum a lot later. And while I do think Platinum is one of the better remake games or edition games, whatever you want to call it, I just don't think Diamond and Pearl like carried their weight near enough. Great original Pokemon though, and I love the amount of new evolutions and shit, but it's just not to me what it is to everybody else maybe. But I have to say I fucking love all the new Sinnoh games on Switch now. And excuse me while I take a bathroom break real quick so I can finish this fucking video. Okay, I apologize. I'm 100% positive you heard every noise of that, but I can't stop this video now. I gotta keep going for the fact that I know I can get it out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we just said 5, Sinnoh. 4 is Kanto for me. Obviously, out of any region, it's one of the most nostalgic in my heart, which is pretty much a lot of what's gotten it this high. I think it's also got a fucking great Pokédex, although it's also got some of like the laziest and goofiest Pokemon in my opinion, which is what pretty much the only thing permitting it from going any higher. I think where it's good in the Pokédex, it's amazing. Character-wise, some of the most memorable characters in Pokemon up to this point, in my opinion. Region-wise, it's a gorgeous region, and it's what got it all started. So what are you gonna fucking say, you know? Kanto number 4. Number 3, Johto. This would probably be a tie for the most nostalgic region to me, based on this was the shit that I knew coming up as a kid on TV, the movies, seeing Pokemon 2000 and the Entei Unknown movie, both in theaters. Like, these Pokemon just do not get more nostalgic for me other than the tie with this region. The games, they just added like such a equal and perfect amount to Kanto, and then also let you play through Kanto as well. And that's automatically just going to give this region an edge over the other games to me. And if you're counting the remakes, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, that's what got me back into Pokemon as a older person. So I just have a big fascination with Johto. A lot of memorable characters as well. Just a gorgeous fucking region. Number 2, which is the tie with Johto for my most nostalgic region, Hoenn. Which, yeah, you know what number 1 is now, but let's just talk about Hoenn right now. Ruby was my first Pokemon game, main series game I ever had. I had like Hey You Pikachu and Pokemon Snap on the Nintendo 64, but Hoenn was my first time ever playing through a main series game as a trainer, you know. And just a fucking fantastic region. Just design-wise, for making 150 new Pokemon, they fucking nailed it. And it's better than Kanto in my opinion. I love Kanto to death, but Hoenn just fucking nailed it, man. Good movies too, if we're talking the show. The remakes are cool, and the Mega Evolutions that we got for all the Pokemon were awesome. Great set of legendaries, just fucking fantastically designed Pokemon, and some of the most memorable gym leaders and shit too, that I'd say. But that leaves us with number 1, you already know, Unova. Black and White and Black and White 2. Black and White 2, especially in my opinion, the best Pokemon games besides Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I just think that era on the DS was undefeated. And also just going from Heart Gold and Soul Silver to Black and White 2, the like graphical updates that they did, they were like borderline pushing the boundaries of what an RPG could look like on the DS. Fucking gorgeous. I know we have like plenty of other great graphical RPGs on the DS, like the Final Fantasy 3 and 4, and just other shit that prove more capabilities than these games in terms of graphics. But for a Pokemon game, this was basically unheard of at the time. Some of the most memorable characters in Pokemon, in my opinion, in terms of like N and Ghetsis and Colress, whatever his fucking name is. Some of the coolest legendaries and Pokemon designs, another generation of 150 new, which is always so cool in my opinion. A gorgeous fucking region. An interesting Elite Four in Black and White, and then like a really solid one in Black and White 2. Black and White 2 also having the Pokemon Gym Leader tournament shit, which was fucking incredible. And then just also some of the lesser characters in black and white, and then getting to see their transition into black and white too, like Sharon and Bianca, I think their names are. Getting to see them age and mature, I just thought that was so fucking cool. But yeah, that's my top 8 Pokemon regions. We'll see where the new region fares whenever Scarlet and Violet come out, and you know I'm more than fucking hyped for that shit. But yeah, hopefully I'll be better about uploading these more frequently, because I've been slacking, but I need to stop. So that's all I gotta say. Peace out, bitch.